Welcome back to Decked Out.
On today's episode, we are joined by AirballMTG and Cherries for a community-themed episode. We allowed our Twitter community to submit deck lists for today's episode.
And our 4 winners whose deck list we selected were Purple Rogue 57, Wallaguru, The Other Tracy, and Bioinfomator. So thank you to the 4 of you. And of course, as always, thank you to our sponsors, EDHRec, Coolstuffinc, and Ultimate Guard, but more on them later in the video.
That's enough from us. Let's go ahead and meet the players.
Hey everyone, I'm Cherries. You might know me, you might not know me, you don't need to know me. I'm doing stuff in the internet for Commander. Currently, my new channel is Cherries MTG. Go check that out, and you can see some awesome new content. Today, I'm playing Rudolph Duskbringer. This is all about life gain. That's the full deck. So what I'm hoping to see here is some awesome creatures that I can reanimate after gaining large amounts of life, and obviously lots of life gain to go along with that. I really hope I can reanimate something awesome like a Vampire Nighthawk.
Hey everyone, I'm AirballMTG. You've seen me a few times by now, and today I'm back to play a community deck, Magus Lucia Kane. And I don't know what's in it yet, but it's doing a lot of stuff with big X spells, and that's where I'm right at home. We're gonna copy some big things, hopefully like a Hydroid Krasis or something like that, and I'll feel like I'm back in Standard all over again.
Hello everybody, I'm MTGNerdGirl, and today I'm playing Vazi Keen Negotiator. I'm gonna be making a bunch of treasures that give me some extra abilities, but I'm also gonna be negotiating with my opponents to give them treasures to give me even more card advantage.
I'm Veggiewagonyee, and my community deck is Rune of the Hidden Realm, and it's Pachyderm themed. That means I've got a bunch of rhinos, hippos, and elephants with massive ETB triggers that we're gonna be looping over and over and over again until all our opponents are dead.
Today's deck lists were submitted by our Twitter community, but if you would like to have your deck list featured on the show, you could always consider signing up for our Patreon and becoming a part of the team. You'll also unlock exclusive perks like signed tokens from our guests and crew, as well as getting into some spell table games with us.
And of course, you can always support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. But that's all for now. Let's get into the gameplay. Welcome to the table. Let's roll to see who goes first.
Oh, oops.
Ooh, 18 for me.
I will take second with a 1. That's pretty good.
Draw my card. I'm gonna play a command tower and pass a turn.
Stomping Grounds. Pass.
Ooh, not even shocked.
I'll play a Mosswort Bridge and hide away a card underneath it. These stink.
There's 3 lands in that one spell.
They were just great cards, but utterly mediocre in context. But that'll do it for me, I'll pass.
All right, I will draw a card and play a tapped Path of Ancestry, because this obviously is my, Vampire Angel deck. Yes, and I knew that off the top of my head. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play this Exotic Orchard and pass the turn.
I will play a Mountain and a Magda Brazen Outlaw. It's a 2/1, and other dwarves get +1/+0, and whenever a dwarf I control is tapped, I can create a treasure token. I can also sacrifice 5 treasures and search my library for an artifact or a dragon card and put it onto the battlefield. And that'll be my turn.
That is a scary one.
Casual Magda.
On turn 2, it's so good.
I
It's
know.
literally like, when do you want to play Magda? Oh, turn 2. Yeah, that's right on time.
My opening hand is absolutely nutty. I just need to find something powerful to make all this ramp and aggression worth it. The person who built my deck knows what they're doing.
Unlike myself, I'll play a Training Ground as land for turn, and I'll play this Tajuru Preserver. Spells and abilities my opponents control can't cause me to sacrifice permanents.
Oh,
And I'll pass the turn.
Cave of the Frost Dragon untapped. Pay 2 mana for Planar Atlas, which is a mana rock that enters taps, makes little wingdings, and then I look at the top 4 and I can put a land on top.
It's an alchemy card.
That's fair. I'm just gonna not get anything there and put these all on the bottom.
ooh,
Yeah, I don't want to.
ouch.
I either have a lot of lands in my hand or there was no lands. Could be either. Pass.
We'll never know. I'm just gonna play the Sea of Clouds, and I will pass the turn.
Ooh, the classic tank pass.
That's a lot of open mana. I'm not a big fan of that.
These pachyderms are a little costly, so
Oh, that's
we're gonna
true.
take our time.
Good old pachyderms. One of my favorite archetypes in all of Magic.
Yeah, siege pachyderm.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a Temple of Malice. It's gonna come into play tapped, and I can scry 1. Let's go ahead and put this on the bottom. Next, I'm going to play Sticky Fingers. It's an enchant creature that gives my creature menace, and when it deals combat damage to a player, I can make a treasure, and when it dies, I get to draw a card. Magda has very sticky fingers.
It's so good.
You know, Joe,
What did I do?
you lost my footage.
That didn't happen. No, this is false. This is misremembering.
You're gonna take some damage, my friend.
There will be no blocks, but I am sour about it.
Okay. So that'll be 2 damage for Joe. When Magda's tapped, I make a treasure, and when Magda connects, I get to make another treasure. So good. Let's go ahead and use one of the treasures, and I'm gonna cast a Gala Greeters. It's a 1/1 with Alliance. Whenever a creature ETBs, I can put a +1/+1 counter on Gala Greeters, or I can create a tapped treasure token, or I can gain 2 life.
You said your hand was good. You weren't lying.
Yeah.
Jeez, it is very good.
And that'll be my turn. Who needs Soul Ring?
Okay. Well, I'll play a forest as my land for turn. And tap 3 for Elementalist's Palette. When I cast a spell with X and its mana cost, I put 2 charge counters on it. It's also a mana rock, and it can also add mana for every charge counter on it, but only for X spells. And Preserver's gonna stay home and preserve my life total. I feel like you'll probably hit me with the Gala Greeters or something otherwise, just out of spite.
We already know who's getting spite attacked here is me. It's me getting spite attacked.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll swing it.
Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? I'll take 2. I knew this was going to happen. I called it.
I'll pass.
You literally asked for it.
I did. All right, I'll draw a magic card. We will play this Snarl tapped. I will not reveal. You know what? I will reveal this planes.
Ooh, information, game
But
information.
the only reason I revealed it was for no reason. Just so everybody knows, I could have just played this same card without revealing it, which is a Righteous Valkyrie. 2 and a white for a 2/4, and whenever angels or clerics enter the battlefield, I gain life equal to their toughness. And then if my life total is, which it's nowhere near, 7 above my starting life total, and all my creatures get +2/+2, including the Righteous Valkyrie.
See, everybody knew that you were going to drop that first, so.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. There's definitely no hard feelings. Everyone's everyone's so nice here.
Right.
I don't feel attacked. Go ahead.
Play a Rejuvenating Springs untapped. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing to be worried about on this board yet at all. Yeah.
It's because I don't have anything to worry about, so you're not worried about anything.
Right. I'm like lightning rod here, so I can just sit back. But I do want to play this because for this to be my first pachyderm, I think is a brilliant choice. I will cast Emil the Blessed.
It's not even a pachyderm.
It's just got to bulk up one day.
Right. It's got great big dreams. Emil is a 4/4 unicorn. I can pay 3 to exile target creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I can pay a green or a white. If I do, I put a +1/+1 counter on it, and if it's a unicorn, I put 2.
I don't understand. Isn't it just a really skinny rhino?
Exactly.
Ooh, fair point. Actually, yes. We can. Will people buy that? You're buying that.
Yeah, Diet Rhino.
Too much
Right.
too much aspartame for me. I stay away from Diet Rhino.
It's just Rhino Zero for you.
I prefer New Rhino. Same great taste. Yeah.
I was originally planning on not attacking Joe, but now that you have the angel out and you're going to gain a bunch of life, I got to keep your life total at least in check.
Wow, it's
because you're going to gain like 4 next turn.
You found an excuse to attack me.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking, oh boy, Joe's going to be gaining a ton of life, but there's literally 0 angels or clerics in my hand. Only one I have access to is my commander, and that's at 6 mana, so I'm not getting life anytime soon.
Joe, take 2 with Menache.
I will not block.
And I'll go up to 3 treasures. I am going to miss a land drop, so that is...
Oh, no.
That is the sad.
Oh no, you only have access to 6 mana this turn.
I will go ahead and pay 2 treasures for a total of 5, and we're going to cast the commander, Vazi Keen Negotiator. It's a 3/3 with haste that I can tap, and target player gets X treasures, where X is the number of treasures I've made this turn. And then whenever someone uses one of those treasures or a treasure that they created themselves, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature I control, and also then draw a card.
Me.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that whole part. I'll take some treasures.
And then I'll get an extra treasure from the Gallagreators, which will come into play tapped. And
Sleepy Hammy.
I'm going to be really nice. And I'm also going to give Airball 3 treasures.
Is there also some damage coming with that, or? Okay, nice.
No,
I just get treasures.
You just get treasures.
Sweet. Giving the person whose deck is designed to spend big mana on big spells a bunch of treasures is a strange decision, but I'm not going to think twice about it. 3 treasures?
Yep.
All right.
Because that is how many I've made this turn. And then I'll pass the turn.
So when I use these treasures, you gain
A +1/+1 counter and a card, which I could use because I missed a land drop.
Makes 3 treasures a turn, misses land drop.
Well, I feel like those treasures will come in handy later, but not right now.
I'll use 1, please.
I promise I will use it eventually. I will not use it right now. Instead, we're going to cast my commander, Magus Lucia Kane. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, but more importantly, it taps to add 2 colorless mana, and when I cast an X spell, my next X spell, it'll be doubled. The spell is doubled, so if it's a permanent, I get 2 of the permanent.
It's a good card.
And Magus will trigger. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Tajura Preserver. I was going to send it at NerdGirl, but she was nice to me. And then I'll pass the turn.
Sounds like someone wants more treasures.
I want more treasures. Me. It was me. All right, let's play this Plains, which is the one I revealed last turn and definitely not the other one.
Editor cross-reference. Enhance.
I will reveal this Plains. What does this even do? Well, I'll tell you. It's Vampire Scrivener. And when I gain life on my turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on it. And whenever I lose life during my turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on the vampire. This thing can get up to like a 4/4. And all I have to do is jump through a bunch of hoops. I'll pass.
For such an impressive effect you made, it sounds so unimpressive.
I should have said it. I should have been more confident.
That was a roller coaster. It's so powerful. It can become a 4/4.
Yeah, it would. Watch out.
Otherwise, the 4/4 is going to come at me. Yeah.
I could swing with this, but but I don't want sticky fingers coming at me anymore. I'm sick of sticky fingers. Pass.
What I'm hearing though is all we have to do is not have your life total change ever again, and we beat that card.
No, I mean
it just can't change on Joe's turn.
Yeah,
it can change on our turn.
Oh, okay.
Did you think the card was good? Sorry, my fault. That was my bad.
It was so convincing. I didn't listen to the words. I just. I'm gonna play this forest, and we're just gonna play a regular Rhino. I'm gonna cast my commander, Rune of the Hidden Realm. 4/4 Vigilance, trample, pay 2, tap it, exile another target creature, and return it to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. Synergy.
The synergy. Who needs the things that enter?
Right. I feel like if I got something to swing with, I might as well swing.
Don't look at me. I saw you looking over here.
You know what? I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna swing 4 damage at NerdGirl.
I don't know why you made such a big show of it. We all knew exactly where it was going.
This is why I make a big show of it.
I did not know where it was going, to be clear.
4.
I'll pass turn.
I was almost sad because I thought Magda wasn't going to have someone to hit with Menace, but thankfully Veggie freed up the board a little bit.
Yeah, for you.
I appreciate that.
And if there were some way that you could reward someone for having done that for you, that seems only reasonable to do so.
I would if you hadn't hit me. Let's go ahead and cast for 4 mana a Pitiless Plunderer.
Say that 5 times fast. She sells pitiless plunderers by the seashore.
For 4 mana, we're going to pay.
This is never gonna get. This video's over. Restart.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pitiless plunderers.
Oh, pickled plunderers.
Oh God.
Oh. For 4 mana, we are going to play a Pitiless Plunderer. It's a 1/4 that says whenever another creature I control dies, I can create a colorless treasure that taps for mana. And I will trigger the Gallagreators and get my treasure back. The only thing that's left to do is go to combat, and we're gonna go Magda in, and we'll make 1 treasure naturally, and it's going to Sir Veggie.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
So we will get a 3rd untapped treasure, and that will be my turn.
So you're not gonna give anybody treasures?
Yeah, I don't want to give anyone treasures. I'm really far behind, and nobody's going to use them while I need them. And then
I'll use it. I'll use them. I promise I will.
I will also use them.
So if I promise to use all the treasures on my board next turn, will you give them to me?
I can make a better offer because that cares about spells. I will cast 2 spells with the treasures separate so that you will draw 2 cards.
you're going to activate 2 different ones?
I can cast 2 spells and I will do it in such a way that I will use a treasure on both of them and you will draw 2.
Wow, that is an offer I can't refuse.
I'll do
You don't have anything.
1, 2,
Joe, have some treasures.
Thank God.
You, my friend, can have 3 treasures, in fact.
The war is over.
looks like somebody's gonna have to lose some footage.
Looks like someone needs to find a new job.
Let me make a bold prediction for this turn. No chance coming out of this turn that Airball is not 110% the threat. There's no chance, unless you choose not to be for some reason. There is no way you won't come out this turn the threat.
What are we betting?
I bet that I will not be the threat after this turn.
I bet you won't be the threat all game.
That's me.
Pachyderms, am I right?
Oh, well, it's just entirely too funny to let that go. Like, all right, here we go. All right, we're going to tap 4, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to spend it all on Clown Car for X equals 9.
I told you. I knew you would be the threat.
So Clown Car's a cool one. It's from Unfinity. When it enters the battlefield, roll X 6-sided dice. If it's odd, then make a clown. If it's even, then put a counter on Clown Car. Now, because I used Magus for mana, that's actually going to happen twice. We're going to have 2 Clown Cars enter the battlefield for a total of X equals 9. So I think technically the copy comes in first. So here we go. We're going to roll 9 D6s. We have 4 odd and 5 even. So that means that 5 +1/+1 counters will go on my Clown Car copy. And we're also going to make 4 clown tokens.
The saddest clown I've ever seen.
Hey, he looks very happy. So there are going to be 4 of those for the first copy of Clown Car. Now the second copy of Clown Car is going to resolve. We're going to roll 9 again. 3 more of these. So we're going to have 7 clowns over here. And this Clown Car is going to get 6 +1/+1 counters.
That's a lot of clowns.
You're trying not to be the threat, but you still did it. Even with your silly clown cars, you have become the threat.
I'm going to draw a card because you used my treasures, and I'm also going to get a +1/+1 counter that we are going to put onto, Magda's doing the work.
And now, since we decidedly have more than 10 power in play,
Oh, here it comes.
we're going to tap the Mossberg Bridge and reveal that the Hideaway card was Unbound Flourishing. When you cast a permanent spell with a mana cost that contains X, double the value of X. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell or activate an ability, if that ability contains an X, copy that ability and choose new targets for it. That's not all. I just realized that for the first Clown Car, I should have put a counter on Elementalist Palette.
Yeah.
2 charge counters over
No,
there.
I think the card, the text reads, whenever you remember, put it on.
Well, okay, well then fantastic. I just remembered. Okay.
They're wording cards like that.
Right,
No,
right.
Yeah, it's a new templating.
I think I've done enough. I'll pass.
All right, untap skis.
Okay, I know my board looks pretty scary, and they are all clowns, which are terrifying. But I'm out of gas here. I have no way to draw cards, and when I was looking for basics, I didn't see a whole lot of ways to draw either. I think I'm in serious trouble here.
All right, I have to cast 2 spells this turn as I promised, so I will start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 treasure to cast Rudolph Duskbringer. 5 and a black for a legendary creature, Vampire Angel, which is the whole deck here, and it has flying, death touch, and lifelink. And whenever you gain life, he gets indestructible until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 in an Orzhov hybrid. When you do, return target creature with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you've gained this turn. So, this will enter, and then Righteous Valkyrie will trigger, and I will gain 4 life.
I'll also get a +1/+1 counter and get to draw a card.
And then the best card in Magic will trigger, right? Because your life total changed.
Yep.
Oh my god, yes! How could I forget? Oh, this card is, look at that, look out. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on him, which is awesome. And then I have to play another spell to keep my word, and I'm nothing if not my word. I will tap, stack these 2 treasures. It is Vampire Nighthawk, a card I am very, very low on. It has the exact same 3 keyword abilities as Rudolph, which is flying, death touch, and lifelink, but it's just a 2/3. So you get to draw your card, put your counter on, and I get to have a Vampire Nighthawk. So
excellent card.
Who really won here? I can throw damage around in the air this turn, actually. So let's go ahead and send 2. Oh, you're the threat. I don't know why I was thinking about attacking Veggie. Veggie has pachyderms. This is ridiculous. All right, I am going to get in for 5 damage at Airball.
I feel like I should be able to stack these clowns so they can reach and block your flyers.
No, that's silly. That doesn't make any sense.
Can I appeal to the judge for funniness?
No.
No. Well, then I guess we just have to take it. How much is it total?
It is 5 flying damage.
All right, down to 35.
Also, I am very mad about how lazily drawn that clown is. For shame.
Look, there were a lot of clowns. We had to take some shortcuts.
Give me this. I'm gonna make it's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be funny bad at least.
I thought mine was funny bad. Oh, that is significantly better.
I mean, it's not, but.
Wait, let me see the red.
Oh, this is a teamwork.
Teamwork. I'm gonna add a piece.
Oh, the genius. I was like, why a body? That doesn't add anything. The clown shoes, key part of a clown.
Shall I take my turn?
Oh yeah, it's my turn's been over for years.
I'm just gonna chill. I'll pass.
Oh, this is, that's what the kids call sussy baka.
Is it?
Yeah. Hey, they did at one point.
Yeah.
Probably 5 years ago. But
When they sneezed or something? Or like,
What I'm hearing is Airball is a sussy baka.
there's the episode title.
Well, the last one was Nerd Girl's Big Chungus.
we're really going big memes.
It's gone downhill.
My go. Let's go ahead and untap my treasure. Joe, seeing as how you can gain life and we are now
Best friends?
aligned, can I hit you but give you treasures? Because I need to hit someone. Veggie, did you miss your land drop
Yeah, I missed my land drop.
on accident? Do you have land in hand?
No.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. So yeah, you did miss your land drop and you have a lot of elephants. So maybe that is a better deal. Would you like treasures?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna let me hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Luxury suite. I'm going to spend 2 mana, 2 treasures to play a Marionette Master. Fabricate 3, I can make 3 1/1s or put 3 counters. I'm going to choose counters. And whenever an artifact I control is put into the graveyard, that includes treasures, target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power. So that'll be 4. So that's pretty spicy. And, I'm going to choose to make a tapped treasure when a creature comes into play with my Gala Greeters. And I'm going to go ahead and swing at Veggie. Oops. For 3 damage.
All right. It has menace, right? So if I can take that damage.
You're a man of comedy, and I can't think of anything funnier than that block.
Even this clown?
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's very good.
There is truth in comedy and comedy in truth. And that is the most profound thing I will say for the rest of the week.
No, the rest of your life.
Probably.
And then I'm going to go ahead and let Veggie make some treasures. Veggie, you can have 3 treasures, my friend.
Oh, this is bad. I just realized that NerdGirl is now in tutor mode with Magda, which is very scary.
Aren't we overlooking the fact that if she does trigger that, there's 20 damage going around the board?
I have nothing to do about that. All I can do is beg for mercy. So that's where I'm at.
Go to my turn with this Magda looking menacingly at me. I'm going to play this Scalding Tarn, crack it and fetch. I'll lose
Because
one.
of Scalding Tarn?
Yeah.
I didn't build it.
What is going on?
Thank whoever.
Vampire Nighthawk.
I love Vampire Nighthawk.
Look, to be clear, I love Vampire Nighthawk. I just don't think it's good in Commander.
All right, so off the Scalding Tarn, I will fetch this forest.
No, you
Ow.
won't. That's cheating.
Oh. I thought it was the red green.
Da 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 da.
Honk.
All right, off the Scalding Tarn, I'll fetch this Breeding Pool and take a further 2. We're going to tap 10 mana
Oh, is that all?
to cast Spinning Wheel Kick with X equal to 4. That's actually going to get copied because we used mana from Magus to do it. So we're actually going to have a total of 8 targets, and they're all going to take 7 damage from the clown car. So for the first copy of Spinning Wheel Kick, the 4 targets are going to be every creature on NerdGirl's board except Gallagreators. And for the second copy of Spinning Wheel Kick, the targets are again going to be the 7/7 Clown Car, the Gallagreators, and the 2 creatures on Veggie's board, and this Vampire Scrivener because it's so powerful.
I might as well pay 3 and use Emil's ability to target Rune to exile it and return to the battlefield under its owner's control, so it would not be targeted anymore. And holding priority, also pay 2, use Rune's ability to target Emil.
I'll go ahead and use 3 treasures. And when I use those 3 treasures to float my mana, each of you will go ahead and take, I believe, 4 damage.
That works.
From the Marionette Master. And then my response is going to be a Colgan's command. I can choose 2. Return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Target player discards a card, destroy an artifact, and also do 2 damage to any target. So let's go ahead and have the very scary X player discard a card, and also I will choose to destroy Clown Car, the one that's wheel kicking us.
That is a reasonable thing to do. So I'll pitch this chromatic lamp.
It would be a reasonable thing to do. But this kind of works out for me. So I'm going to use these treasures that you gave me to counterspell that Colgan's command.
Now, I gotta say, if I was Veggie, I probably wouldn't use that counterspell, but I'm not Veggie, so whatever.
Damn it, Veggie.
Oh no, somebody's fired.
So you use a treasure to cast a spell. I'll go ahead and put the extra counter on Marionette Master and draw. That did not help me. Or did it? It's kind of useful. I need 1 more mana. I missed land too many turns. Okay, then that's just going to resolve.
Okay, so that means your board gets nuked, and the ever dangerous Vampire Scrivener will also bite the dust.
This is actually incredibly unfortunate.
This comes back, and this will be back at end of turn.
Pitiless Plunderer will die in the first wave, leaving the Gallagreators, so I will get 3 more treasures added, and then for the Gallagreators will die and not trigger.
So that is 2 copies of Spinning Wheel Kick resolve. We still have 1 copy trigger left from the Unbound Flourishing, so we get to hit 4 more things for 7. And I think there's only 4 targets legal on the board, so let's hit the 4 remaining creatures over here.
I don't understand, Veggie. I tried to save all of us.
Emil is waiting to come back.
Not for freaking long. Good luck. I have a lot of cards, friend, and I'm going to take you down with me now. And people are always so mad at me for doing it. I don't understand.
All right, well,
this is Veggie's fault.
This board looks very tapped out and empty at this point, so I'm going to tap 2 more clowns to crew my other clown car. And the 2 clown cars, the Jury Preserver, and the 3 remaining untapped clowns are going to all swing at Veggie. Because you are the one who is left with a board, just notwithstanding the fact that you are the savior of the Spinning Wheel Kick.
I feel so much better.
So this is a grand total of 6, 13, 16, 19 damage coming your way.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, no problem.
I have some more removal. You want me to use it?
No. Save that. I don't have another counterspell left, and so save it until I have that.
When it's going at your face.
And that'll be it for my turn. I'll pass.
I'll untap.
Emil's back.
All right, I'm going to tap 5 mana to cast a card I have never played before. It is From the Catacombs, which reanimates a creature, puts a corpse counter on it, and therefore would die, goes to exile, and I take the initiative on top of all of that for some reason. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to choose and target this Righteous Valkyrie, return it to the battlefield. It'll have a corpse counter on it. All right, so I gain the initiative represented by this little eye here. And then I will go into the first part of the dungeon, which is the Secret Entrance, which allows me to go get a basic land in my deck and put it into my hand.
Secret entrance.
Secret entrance.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountains.
I will get this swamp, and I will play the swamp for turn, tap 2 mana, and play a Blood Artist. And then I will pass the turn after that.
Thank God all that stuff died first. Oh my God.
Right?
Let's talk about the flavor for a second. What Veggie thinks about this turn. Let's talk about the flavor of the fact that you put 2 clowns into a car, and then that car kicked the crap out of everything on the board.
3 spinning wheel kicks. Wheel kicks.
There we go. Wheel kicks.
Okay, that's good.
A weird way to just say you hit a bunch of things with your car. And on that note, I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to cast this Somberwald Sage in 0-1 that taps for 3 mana of any one color, but I can only use it for creatures. I probably should leave Emil up, but I really want to swing, kinda. Yeah, whatever. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, clearly. That's 4 to you, Airball.
All right. Diet Rhino connects. I'll go to 24.
And I'll pass the turn.
Save us, nerd girl. You're our only hope.
I tried. I tried, and it is now done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with a Jungle Hollow. I'm going to gain a life. And then we're just going to tap 2 for an Ornithopter. It's an 0-2 flyer that can add a mana of any color. And the last thing I'm going to do is cast an Impulsive Pilfer. It's a 1-1, and when it dies, I get to create a treasure. And sadly, that's going to be my turn. Pass.
I'll tap 4 clowns to crew both clown cars, and I'll attempt to go to combat. Magus will trigger, put an extra +1/+1 counter on the vehicle that had 5. I'm going to swing both of these at Veggie.
I guess if to not die, I should play this. I'll pay 3 and cast Teferi's Protection.
That seems sensible.
Yeah.
I have no effects.
Yeah, I'm not here. Goodbye.
See ya. Post combat. Got Eminem over there, losing himself. I'll tap 6 mana for a post combat Warstorm Surge. When a creature ETBs, it deals damage equal to its power to any target.
ETB's under your control?
Under my control, yes. And that's going to do it for me. I'll pass the turn.
Oh, and nobody took the initiative from me in some miracle, so I will move through here, and we're going to go to the Lost Well and Scry 2. We'll put both of those on the bottom. I'll play a tapped Myriad Landscape, and then I will play a Sad Robot, which will allow me to search my library for a basic land and put it into play, and then when it dies, I'll draw a card. I heard somebody say a very good thing that I like about it. If your deck is playing Solemn Simulacrum and it's good, you're playing at the right power level for fun EDH. I like that. That's a cute little saying. I thought it was fun. I think that's all I have. I can't really afford to attack here. I don't even have enough to escape this even if I wanted to. I have no lands. Ow. I just haven't been using this. I'm bad. Go ahead.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
hello.
welcome back to the table.
Hey, everybody. Anything happen? Oh my God, where all his clowns come from?
They've been there they were there before you left. Don't act surprised.
They chased you out the door.
The thing that insults me, because I expect Veggie to do that, 100%. The thing that upsets me is that it was done with my treasures.
Oh yeah, like dirty. Did you dirty? So dirty. Like you just made a deal, and he's like, but this wasn't part of the deal.
I will not commit murder. I will not commit murder.
I feel like I'm just going to stick to my plan here and pass the turn.
Doesn't seem like you have a plan, to be fair.
Look, I'm even sitting on a teleportation circle in my hand right now. All I need is 1 creature with an ETB, and I can take this whole thing.
I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Big Score. An additional cost, I must discard a card, and I'll get to draw 2 and make 2 treasures. Ziatora's Proving Ground, and then I will pass the turn.
We're going to run it back. I'm going to go to combat after crewing these 2. And Magus will trigger. I'm going to put another counter on this clown car. All right, so I'm scared of the open mana that Veggie has over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing the 2 clown cars at Joe over there. And the remaining 3 clowns and the Tajuru Preserver are going to swing at NerdGirl because that's the only person they can safely swing at.
Block the bigger one with my Sad Robot.
Okay.
And I think I have no other blocks.
So it's 3 1/1s and 3/2 coming at you.
I will block 2 of the 1/1s.
Okay.
This will die. So I take 4.
Yes, total.
And this dies. I will take 6.
One of my clowns will die.
3 creatures dying will trigger 3 Blood Irish triggers. I'll send them all your way.
That's fair.
And I will gain 3. And also, Sad Robot dies and I draw a card.
I also, from the Pilferer dying, get an extra treasure.
You have gained the initiative, and
Give me that.
we will have this and put you in the secret entrance.
Secret entrance.
I'll be the backup dancer.
Yeah.
And post-combat, we'll play that for us that I got from the initiative, and we will also cast a Chromatic Lantern. It's a mana rock. My land's tapped for any color now. And that'll be it. Pass the turn.
Do you have any flyers over there? Or reachers?
Well, my clowns can't stack. We established this, so no.
I will swing in for 2 in the air.
I have no effects.
All right, take 2. I will regain the initiative, and I will go to the stash and get a treasure. Boop. Hammy's back. 8 for my commander to return. It will enter, and I will gain 4 life. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will then play my land for turn. I'll move to my end step, where we have a trigger on this. I'll pay 2 to return Sad Robot from the graveyard to play, and I will go get another basic land, Swamp, and then I will pass up the turn.
Do I have to play this card now?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I can tell you with 100% certainty, there is no card of Magic that forces you to play it when you draw it.
This one forces me to play it when I draw it. I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play a Fight Rigging, Hideaway. And at the beginning of my combat on my turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on a creature I control. And then if I control a creature with power 7 or greater, I can play it without paying its mana cost. And see what we get. I'm going to put this card in the Fight Rigging. I'll go to combat. I get to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, so we'll put it on Emil. And I'm feeling great. I'm gonna pass the turn.
I tried to wait for Veggie to tap out, but I think this is the best opportunity I'm gonna get. Let's go ahead and tap 9 mana. Rise of the Dark Realms.
Yikes.
Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under my control.
Save us, Veggiewagonyee. You're our only hope.
All right, so what are we looking at here? Because
Nothing here.
Well, the game's gonna be over because
Vampire Nighthawk.
no, I have Vampire Scrivener, even better.
Okay, yeah, and then you've got
All my creatures.
all your stuff, including your commander.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm fine with this.
Okay, here you go.
Anything in your graveyard?
No creatures.
Great. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Vampire Nighthawk, the Vampire Scrivener. Big game. I'll also get my Pilferer, my Vazi, which was put into the graveyard, the Gala Greeters, which will trigger,
3
the
times.
Pitiless Mother Fudger,
The pitiless mother fudger.
Pitiless Plunderer, Marionette Master, Magda. How many people could I kill right now?
So that is 5 power, and you have 7 treasures. So that's 35 total.
So 3 counters will go onto the Marionette Master, and with Gala Greeters, I'm actually just going to make another treasure.
Well, they all enter at the same time, so you get to do all 3 modes.
Oh, cool. Well, seeing as how I have all of these treasures, I think I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice 5 of them. And I don't have to tap them, so I'll get rid of the tapped one. And 4 more. And I'm going to use Magda to go ahead and look for a dragon in my deck and put it into play.
So in response to the Magda activation, because I'm pretty sure we're just dead otherwise, I am going to for free cast Obscuring Haze. So it prevents all damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponents control.
Okay.
So it won't stop the Marionette Master, but it will guarantee that my spell resolves without you killing me in response. So
That is fair. You do have 5 triggers of 4 damage to drain from people. Well, not damage. Not damage. Importantly, not damage. Life loss.
We'll go 3 to Joe
Okay. I will take 12 damage.
and 1 to each of you, Veggie and Airball.
So 1 to each of us, meaning 1 target.
One
right?
target, yeah. So you each would take 4. And I will find this dragon. It is excellent. Zeatora, the Incinerator. It's a 6/6 flyer. At the beginning of my end step, I may sacrifice another creature. It's a good thing I have plenty. When I do, it deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and I get to create 3 treasures. Oh, that's lovely. I would love to move to my end step. I'm gonna sack this Pilferer, which will make a treasure on its own. And then I will make Pitiless Plunderer make a treasure, put a 5, and then I will mitigate that damage to Airball's face and make 3 more treasures. Okay, pass.
It does look like Vampire Scrivener might actually win a game.
No, I'll die and it'll be gone before the win.
That's true. It'll be so close.
Just taken away.
Well, this seems too late to help, but we're going to Beast Within the Marionette Master.
In response to that,
I had a feeling.
I can kill you on the stack,
Possibly.
Yes.
which I think I have to do because I want
Yeah.
Marionette Master to live. So I will sack 4 treasures. I will float 4 mana to kill you on the stack.
In response, this is not going to save me, but it is going to make your life a little more difficult. I am going to cast Deflecting SWAT for free since I control my commander. I'm going to redirect one of those 4 pings.
So you could deflect it to one of us.
All right, so
Veggie.
I'm going to cast Deflecting Spite, and I'm going to fire one of those 4 at Veggie's face.
Great.
Okay.
Then I will sack 1 more to finish the job so I can keep my Marionette Master.
I will die. Looks like my car finally sputtered to a halt at the end of the road. I guess this is what they mean by tears of a clown.
I was gonna let you live, but you
I don't think you were.
you forced the issue.
All right, on my upkeep, we're going to go into the Catacombs, where we will get a 4/1 skeleton. All right, here is my Skelly the Skeleton. It is a 4/1.
So you can take her out now, right?
I can not. We'll send Rudolph and Righteous Valkyrie at Nerd Girl.
To their death into the Zeatora Vampire Nighthawk.
I will block the Nighthawk to the Rudolph, and I will block. We'll jump the Scrivener to the 2/4 just in case.
Okay, so this dies. That
And this
dies.
can go back in your
I
grave.
will hit you with the 3 triggers.
Wait, there's triggers? What are the
Blood
triggers?
Artist.
I have a Blood Artist.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, and I will gain
3.
3.
So 2 creatures die. I will make 2 more treasures.
I still have to do this because it's the only play available, which is Planar Cleansing. Destroy all non-land permanents.
I have a response. I will sack 1 treasure to kill Veggie.
I'm going to turn to mist your sad robot.
Okay.
So you'll have something left on the board if it doesn't die.
I'd rather you didn't.
You going to spend another one?
So I will spend another one to kill Veggie on the stack and go to 3.
That makes sense.
I will tap 3 creature mana and die.
Great.
Veggie is the dead.
And then I will sack 3 more to deal 12 to you.
I will lose that 12.
Man, I didn't even get to resolve my spite play because I still got killed on the stack. It is now time for the pachyderms to pack it in.
And then everything will blow up. How many creatures are dying?
7 on my board.
10 Blood Artist triggers. So I will obviously aim them at the only person
1, 2,
who is
3,
at the
4,
table.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 7 creatures. 6 of them were not Pitiless Plunderer. So I will gain 7 treasures.
I will play Kinzu of the Black Coven. Flying. Legendary 5/4 vampire. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may pay 2 life and exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1 and has Toxic 1. So I'm gonna land and pass the turn.
All right, let's go ahead and tap 7 for an Old Gnawbone.
Oh boy.
That's he's a big boy. Old Gnawbone is a 7/7 flyer that when he deals combat damage to a player, I can make that many treasures. And we're just gonna double down. I'm gonna sack the other 7 for Xaxes for an ancient bronze dragon. Another flying 7/7.
Good.
Now, when it deals damage to a player, I can roll a d20 and add that many +1/+1 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures. And then I think I will pass the turn.
All right, we have one hope here, and that is the initiative, which I still have. We are going to head into Throne of the Dead 3, and we're going to look at the top 10 cards and put a creature from among them onto the battlefield with 3 counters, and it gains hexproof until my next turn.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
All right, so these are the cards revealed. I think of them. I am going to choose Liessa, Shroud of Dusk, who is a 5/5 for 5, and whenever a player plays any spell, they're going to lose 2 life.
You didn't want to go for that Vampire Nighthawk version 2.
This was actually a very close second consideration, but it's tough. This is not big enough to survive in combat with the dragons, where Liessa with 3 counters is an 8/8 and can tangle in combat. I will start my turn with Dark Steel Ingot, which just taps for mana. It is Manalith that is indestructible. And then I am going to, for the first time this game, remember something. Because I'm going to tap 5 mana, including a Path of Ancestry for black, and cast a Vampire
Scrivener.
No, this one's not the Scrivener. It is S though. Sovereign. This one is a Sovereign, and it will drain for 3, and then I will gain 3. I'll lose 2 from casting it, and then gain 3 from it entering. I want to be very clear. This, being a Siege Rhino equivalent, means I have played more Pachyderms than you. And I am passing after. Liessa does have hexproof until my next turn.
Got it. Okay, let's see if we can find a way to stop some of these nonsense things. And I'm going to start by...
Just let me win.
I don't want to delete the footage.
I deserve that.
I'm going to start by tapping 5, and we're going to play Shamanic Revelation. Sorcery, I draw a card for each creature I control, and for Ferocious, I gain 4 for each creature I control with 4 or more power. So I'll lose 2, and then I'll gain 8. And I get to draw 2 cards. I'll go ahead and lose 2 more, and I'm going to cast Goblin and Narcomancer. Each spell that's red or green costs 1 less to cast. And then I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
On this step, I'm going to crack this mirrored landscape and go ahead and get 2 basics that share a type. I will get 2 planes, and even though they are very mismatching, they are both planes.
I love it.
And then I will go to my upkeep where the initiative will trigger again and will re-enter the secret entrance.
Secret entrance.
And I will go ahead and get this swamp. And then, well, I should untap. That part actually came first, but no one was paying attention. All right, go to combat. We're going to send an 8/8 flying lifelinker over your way.
Wow. A flying and a lifelinker.
It is a biggin, as the kids say, I think.
I guess I'm going to take it.
All right, 8. I will gain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My commander costs 10 to cast. Boop. We'll cast the commander, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. We will scry 1. Because,
wow.
And I remembered it every single time. All right, so I will lose 2 from casting Rudolph. Boop, boop. And then I will return a creature, and to everybody's surprise, it's going to be Vampire Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Vampire Nighthawk will return to the battlefield, everybody's favorite creature, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I think I might. It's going to take a little luck, but I think I might be able to do some work here. I'm going to cast 6. It's going to cost 1 less because of my goblin. And we're going to play Reckless Endeavor. I'm going to roll 2d12 and I'm going to choose one of the results. Reckless Endeavor will deal damage equal to the results to each creature, and I will create that many treasures. All right, the tides have turned. I feel like if I don't do well on this next spell, I'm out of this game. I need a 4 or higher. All right, 4, 5, or 6, please.
Come on.
4, 5,
Don't
or...
betray me now, dice.
4, 5,
2,
or 6.
2 and a 3.
Oh, I will also take 2 for casting this.
Yes, that is also true.
4, 5, or 6. Oh my
2
god.
and a 3.
Oh, that's the worst case.
Oh no.
And it kills nothing of yours, huh?
I have 1 3 toughness creature.
Okay, so I guess it's going to be for 3, which is going to kill my creature.
I will also have Vampire Nighthawk die, but I will have a trigger on my Kinzu of the Black Coven, normal card names. And I will choose to pay 2 life and exile this to make a 1/1 version of my Vampire Nighthawk.
I would have been happy with 4 or anything. Even blowing up my own dragons would have been fine.
This feels like the most appropriate one.
Yes. Vampire Nighthawk.
I think that Vampire Nighthawk is a clown in Commander. I think that fits perfectly.
Yes.
I just have to feed the swarm the thing that's dealing damage to me, I guess.
So you take 2 and then take 5. But sadly, I will choose to exile this and make a 1/1 Liessa.
Okay, well, because you still have a 1/1 copy of that stupid idiot, I can't cast another spell because I'll die. Pass.
All right, I will untap for my turn. I am still got the initiative here. I will put 2 plus, we'll scry 2. We'll put those on the bottom. I will play Lyra pre-combat. It does pump my commander.
Take 2.
I do take 2, you're right. Go to combat.
Send in the clowns.
Send in the clowns.
Send the clowns.
I can block 2. How much damage is it?
So if you block the biggest 2, you will take 5.
I'll go to 1.
I've always wanted to win a game with Siege Rhino. So I'm going to Eerie Interlude.
Nice.
Flickering this, and when it returns on the end step, Siege Rhino victory.
That's the game.
That is the game. GG's.
All right, so unfortunately, we didn't get a game today. We have to delete this one.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna delete it as soon as you killed me.
This game came down to a literal roll of the dice. What more could you ask for out of a game of Commander? I really, really, really hope this footage doesn't get lost.
I'm very excited with how the deck played, even though I didn't get there in the end. But I got a little unlucky with that die roll, so I think we can call this a good game.
I didn't really expect using my removal on NerdGirl to change the direction of the game, but Joe managed to pull it out. They did a great job.
I should have expected that hippos and rhinos weren't going to be the fastest out of the gate, but I really think that I was just a few turns away from taking over. I would address the elephant in the room, but I didn't play one. Thank you again to all of our decklist submissions, Bioinformator, Woolaguru, the other Tracy, and Purple Rogue 57. We hope that we did your decks justice, and we had a great time.
Absolutely. And for those of you guys who stuck around for the end of the video, we have a sweet announcement for you. The Decked Out crew is going to be at Command Fest Orlando. So if you guys would like to get into some actual paper games with us, you guys can head on over to commandfestorlando.com and pick up your tickets. We'll be playing every single day. I'm so excited.
And of course, you can always support us by going to coolstuffinc.com and using our code TOPDECK at checkout for 5% off your order. Ultimate Guard is the industry leader in MTG accessories. We are very excited about our partnership with them because we love their stuff, and we know that you will too. Make sure to use the link in the description so that they know that we sent you.
And if you need a little deck building inspiration for the decks you're going to bring to Orlando when you come play with us, you can head on over to EDHRec, where they have all of the synergies to match your budget and style. And if you guys would like to support us more directly, make sure you head on over to our Patreon, where you can become a part of the crew. Nope.
Yar.
Yar. Make sure you head on over to our Patreon, where you can unlock exclusive perks and become a part of the team.
And of course, if you liked the video, click like. And if you really liked it, hit subscribe. That's it for today's episode. We will see you next time on Decked Out.